Mike Johnson. Let's talk a little bit more about, we're actually going to get to Boebert. That's the headline. I kind of got disoriented. What are we talking about? If you didn't see the last video on your YouTube, you're kind of a little crazy. But Boebert posted a series of videos that will shock you. But stick around. Because first, Mike Johnson confirmed after the discharge petition did get enough votes that he's scheduling a House vote on releasing the Epstein files.
Not sure if that be like.
We haven't done the schedule yet, but as soon as possible.
Is that a straight up or down vote?
Yeah, it should be.
So will it have to be brought up under a rule still, or?
That's what we're trying to figure out. We might be able to do it on suspension. I'm not sure. We haven't figured that out yet.
What's the reasoning behind bringing it up sooner?
What do you mean?
Rather than waiting for the 7 days from the discharge petition?
Because it's a totally pointless exercise. It is completely moot now. We might as well just do it. I mean, they have 218 signatures. That's fine. We'll do it.
Right. Thanks, sir.
Okay, well, do it then. Do it, Mike. Do it. Now, here's what's weird, okay? Lauren Boebert, just in case full show viewers, you're just back to Epstein, okay? So, Lauren Boebert, some of this is redundant. She was brought into the Situation Room, called a bunch by... Oh, dang it. I'll take a different pin. Called a bunch by Trump. Hey, don't sign on to the discharge petition. It failed, but he brought her into the Situation Room, reportedly, and with other administration officials to say, don't do it, Lauren, don't do it, because she was one of the 4 Republicans who was needed for this discharge petition, which would force a vote on the Epstein files in the House. And she, after that meeting, was out saying positive things about Trump and then dropped a shocking video. So here's the positive thing she was saying, and then she contradicts it all later. But first this.
This is an administration who's going to continue to be transparent and honest, and we'll see what comes of it. But there was no pressure, and everybody was great and worked just well with me.
It looks like a hostage video. Everyone was great, and they were just really nice. And yeah, for some reason, they brought me into the place where they kill people in the Situation Room. And drone strikes, it was kind of weird. Drone strikes were happening on the screens when we were talking about the Epstein files. So I don't really know what that was about, but everyone was really nice, and they offered me coffee. And it did have a weird taste, kind of cyanide-y, but it was good other than that.
That would have been lost under Joe Biden's leadership if he ever led it all.
But you don't feel like you've been marginalized in the MAGA world anyway by your position here?
No, I don't feel marginalized at all. President Trump is an amazing man. I stand by him. I stand by his administration and everything that he is doing to fix the mess of the Biden administration.
Okay, so I stand by him. She's clearly afraid. Does look like she just got threatened, in my estimation. But then she posts this with the little emojis, the eyes, like, look at this, right? And it's a video of her nemesis, local Colorado newsman, Kyle Clark, giving her credit for standing up to Trump. So she won't say it, I love Trump still, but she posts this video of Kyle Clark exposing Trump.
It's sure.
While you watch it, please do, if you appreciate the show, click the subscribe button. Put up that chart one more time if you would, Jaden, if you have it. This is a really interesting chart. It's totally new numbers, so new. And you can see that 56% of our views in the last month came from people who weren't subscribed. So by clicking that button, you help to get this message out, and hopefully then more people are able to connect with what we do here.
Looks like Congresswoman Lauren Boebert did a brave thing today. Few people in politics are more polarizing, but put politics aside and consider what is being reported by the New York Times, CNN, and others, that President Trump directly pressured Boebert to help him stop the release of the Epstein files by pulling her support off a congressional petition and sinking that effort. Reports say the Trump White House also brought Boebert into the Situation Room for a meeting with the Attorney General and the FBI Director, who we should note are accused of using the Justice Department to punish people who defy the president. And by all appearances, Boebert did defy the president, despite the pressure and the reported threats, stood firm against the wishes of her party and her president. And not on a political or a policy issue where the public is going to hold a wide variety of views, but on the most basic of issues that should unite us all, that pedophiles don't deserve protection, even pedophiles with powerful friends. Now, some of this is going to be speculation because this apparent pressure campaign happened behind closed doors. But if we want courage out of political leaders, then citizens must be willing to recognize and appreciate courage from the politicians that they like the least. It certainly appears that every American who cares about kids and accountability and transparency owes Lauren Boebert their thanks.
My reaction to that, if you can put that back up, was definitely this. Look at that. Look at those emoticons. So that's wild. She posted that. So she's out there going, I stand with Trump, but posting Kyle Clark saying it all, which is in this case a rare moment. Bobo, we used to call her Bobo, deserves credit for not bending the knee. And she's one of only 4 Republicans, which is also mind-blowing. All she was posting, though, other than that, was like, this morning spotted President Trump's big, beautiful renovations at the White House. So I think she's trying to let people know, yeah, they were pressuring me and I stood my ground with the Kyle Clark video. But then if Trump checks her feed or something, it's like, Trump's great still, ha! So he doesn't declare war against her, because look at what he's doing to Thomas Massie. There's probably a good chance Thomas Massie's going to lose his seat because of the pressure campaign that Trump and the challenger that Trump's bringing because of Massie's pushback on this. Then Nancy Mace was the other person that was getting a lot of pressure. And y'all know, I think Nancy Mace is one of the most insane people in politics, but she signed it. She signed it, to her credit. After posting all of these bizarre defenses of Trump, she at least signed it. She said, I signed the discharge petition. I was one of 4 Republicans to do so. I stand with all survivors. So to her credit, she did as well. She also posted, government's supposed to serve people, not feed on drama. Some push scandal because they have nothing else to offer. That is you most of the time. But hey, great, good job on this. And then I can't even talk about this next story. I just can't. So we're going to skip it and do it on the bonus show. Click the join button below and instead move to this because it's another just dark story and I can't add that. And instead, what was Laura Ingraham up to?
So when you hear people dumping on this administration from the right, remember, Democrats believe you should get 0 benefits from your American citizenship. 0. Meanwhile,
I do, but I'm a citizen. I want benefits. Can I get... Can I get... What kind of benefits are we talking for my citizenship? How far does this go?
as we sit in our warm studios, and that's where I am, the president's trying to reindustrialize only the entire United States of America. That's all. And if you think Mamdani or the squad, oh, they're going to...
Okay, so she's doing a puff piece. Well, while this is all happening, she's like, Trump's saving the world, so why are people criticizing him? And then Eric Trump was on TV going, you know, whenever you want to send $500 million while you're having wine with your wife, it's so hard. It's so much easier on Bitcoin.
There's no reason at 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon I shouldn't be able to send out a SWIFT wire transfer. You know, right now you can't. I try and make a transfer every single week, and you're trying to push before the 5 o'clock deadline to either receive money or to get it out. How is that modern day finance? You can send $500 million worth of Bitcoin on a Sunday night at 11 p.m. while having a glass of wine with your wife for virtually zero fees.
And you can look at her and say, Laura, can you say I am Trump and I'll call you Trump and you'll kiss me so I can feel love from my daddy for the first time while I send this Bitcoin while we sip on wine at the couch?
You're my daddy.
That story was a little bit too specific. And a lot of people were like, okay, Eric, people are suffering. And you're like, you know when you want to send $500 million, but you can't? That's my new Eric. Do you like that? A little out of touch there, buddy.